you doing? Thank you so much for being here and watching. So today's video is another Shop My Stash video. So first today we're going to do a quick recap of all of the items I've been using over the past 2 weeks. Last week on Monday I did a live using these products, or like a lot of these products, not all of them since I selected quite a few. So if you guys missed that, I will link that down below. I'm going to try and do that every other week now. So yeah, I thought that was a lot of fun. So if you missed it, I'm sorry. I'll try and do it at different times to include more people. But yeah, I definitely want to go live more. But after I do a little quick recap of everything from the past 2 weeks, I'm going to pick out new items, and it's going to be extra fun this time because we are going to do a theme. So sneak peek, the theme is going to be all Boxycharm items. I was inspired to do this because recently I filmed my Boxycharm year in review for 2019, and I realized there are a lot of items I've kind of been neglecting, like kind of just got forgotten about, or yeah, that's pretty much it, or I just haven't reached for them in a while. So I'm going to select all items from Boxycharm besides like foundation and concealer, but everything else will be from Boxycharm. So if you guys missed my Boxycharm year in review, I'm going to link that down below as well. It's a pretty long video, which I know might be like intimidating for some people to watch, or you just don't have the time, but you can always watch it in faster speed. I do that a lot with like longer videos. You can do like 1.5 or 2 times the speed to get through it, but I thought that was really great, and if you guys get Boxycharm too, I think you might be inspired as well to do something like we're doing today. But anyways, let's get started with today's video. So again, here is the container with all of the items I've been focusing on the last 2 weeks. So there are some items I finished, and there is like one item I think that I'm going to declutter from this. So let's start with like the base products. So these are kind of the same, a lot of them. So I have the Good Molecules Silicone Free Priming Moisturizer. This is something I received recently from Good Molecules that I kind of wanted to get a feel of, and I do think it works well as a moisturizer and a primer, and I love Good Molecules because they are so affordable as well. So I might still keep this in there because I need to do like a more cell review of Good Molecules in general. And then I always keep my lip balm in there because I have to start my routine with some lip balm. So the Everyday Natural Rescue Balm, I got this in the past, the Box by Fashion stuff, so this always stays in there. And then I always have my little Becca product that's running out, the Anti-Fatigue Eye Primer. So these items aren't really like Shop My Stash, but they're in there, so I thought I would mention them. So the first thing that actually was like in my Shop My Stash is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. You guys, I'm not sure how I feel about this. So I've like listened to some tips. People say to like leave it on your skin for a couple minutes to absorb before doing your makeup, and lately I've been doing my eye makeup first, so that hasn't been a problem. I'll like prime my skin and then get started on my eyes, and I don't really know if I notice any sort of like reduction in my pore size. I feel like they're still pretty apparent. I mean, I do have enlarged pores, and I know you can't really change that, but I've heard people saying this like totally like makes their makeup go on super smooth, they look poreless. I just did not have that experience with this, so I was a little let down. I'm not going to get rid of it quite yet or anything like that. But yeah, I've used it many times over the past 2 weeks, and yeah, I don't know. Have you guys, do you guys love this? Like, there's such hype about this product, but I don't know. So now let's move on to complexion products. So I finished 2 foundations, which I kind of predicted I would. I just had to go grab these from my empties bin. I forgot to leave them in here, but I finished the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation in 1on2 Ecru, and then the Matte and Poreless by Maybelline in Porcelain. So I would mix these 2 together, and they like finish at the exact same time. So these are both not cruelty free, so I will not be repurchasing them. I did think it was a really good combination when I mixed them. It matched my skin really well, and it's like great full coverage like filming makeup. So you know, I will kind of miss it, but I'm really like happy and proud to be finishing some products. So those will be going in my empty bin, which by the way, my empty bin is like overflowing. I need to film that video soon. That'll probably be super long. But anyways, the next face product I tried, I did not like, and I think it's getting old, so this is going in the trash, unfortunately. This is the Tarte Double Duty Shape Tape Hydrating Foundation in Porcelain. Well, one, I think it was like slightly too light on me, and also it just looked cakey and bad. It did not look hydrating at all. It was like accentuating like patches of dry skin on my like face that I didn't even know I had, and this is supposed to be a hydrating formula. I don't know if it's just old, because I think I have had this for over a year now, so yeah, I did not like this at all, so I am going to be getting rid of it. Yeah, unfortunately too old to pass on to anyone else. And the next foundation, the last foundation I had in here, I haven't yet to try, so it's probably going to be put into the next rotation. I got this in an Ipsy. It's a Lock Color Lock It Good foundation. This is like a BB cream and a foundation. I was just so focused on finishing those other two, and I think I thought I would do that sooner than I did. So I have not used this yet. So I have tried most of the products in here, but there are a few that I did not get to. So maybe I should try and select less products in the next round. We'll see. But yeah, I have nothing to say about this, unfortunately. Now for concealer, I have two concealers here. One I couldn't even remember if I put in my stash or not, but I use it. But the one I did select was the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. At first, I just like really did not like it. And I have it in light peach, by the way. But it's just like really thick, but I started to use less of it, and I think I like it a little bit more. But yeah, it's just like a little too thick for me, I think. I have yet to find my perfect concealer or like my perfect foundation. Those are like my favorite things to try, but I never find the ones that are just like just right. But yeah, again, another e.l.f. product that was like super hyped up. But now that I'm using it like with less product, it is working a little bit better. But I do find that it creases, but everything creases on me. I just did my makeup like an hour ago. I already have them. You know, when you have under eye crinkles, you can't really get rid of them. But it does brighten up my under eyes a little bit. Yeah, not my favorite, but I did end up liking it a little bit more through the past 2 weeks. And then my RMS Beauty Uncover Up in 00. I like to use this to cover up blemishes. I just dab a little bit on my finger and put it on my blemish, so I'll probably keep that in there. Again, I don't even remember if I put that in my Shop My Stash. I don't use this under my eyes or anything like that. So yeah, I like it. So now let's move on to like cheek products and stuff like that. So the one thing I love I've been using is the Cover FX palette. I've been using the contour shade in this. I love this. If you watched my Boxycharm video, year in review, again, that's linked below. This is one of my all-time favorite products of the year. I might have to keep it in my next Boxycharm Shop My Stash coming up. But yeah, love this contour shade. I want to try and use more of the shades in here, but that's all I used the past 2 weeks. And then I had my Natasha Denona Bloom palette in here. And really all I would use it was for the highlight. I really like this highlight shade. I have it on today. Not sure if you can really tell on camera. I still need to venture into these cream products, but I do like the powder products, I can tell you that. And then I have the Kevyn Aucoin blush. I have this on today. And this is like kind of an ombre blush. I kind of just like put my brush through all the shades and kind of put on my cheek. And I've been really enjoying this. I chose 2 bronzers. I only use one. So the one I've been using every day is the Butter Bronzer in Light Bronze. Love this. It's a classic. Glad to be using it. And the other one that I failed to use even once is the Tristique blush in, it's a Color and Contour Cheek Stick. And this is what it looks like. I don't know, I guess I'm intimidated by that. I'm thinking that in a future Shop My Stash, I might use like all cream products or like products that intimidate me. Like that's it, so I'll be like kind of forced to use them. And I know I mentioned this before in 2020. Like there's several like makeup goals of mine. One's like using makeup out of my comfort zone, like especially cream products and lashes. So that will be coming soon. But yeah, no feedback on this one. Fail on my part. Oh, and I forgot to mention the powder I've been using, the Ciate London Extraordinary Translucent Powder. This is okay, it's good. I like it mostly under my eyes, I think, than my whole face, but I've been using it everywhere. I've used a decent amount. There's still some left. I like it, but I don't know if I like it enough to repurchase. Powder's kind of another thing. I'm like looking for that perfect one. Like I always hear people talk about applying powder and it like blurring their skin, their pores. That never happens to me, so I'm still looking for that miracle product if it exists. For setting spray, I've been using my Pixi Glow Mist. This is a repurchase of mine, the second one I've had So I really like this stuff. I have it on today. There were some days I was reaching for something else because I received it in a subscription box, like the Tarte one that smells like cucumbers. I like that one, but I really do like the Pixie Glow Mist. Let's talk about eyeshadow palettes. So the one I chose, and I have this on my eyes today along with Natasha Denona single I chose, but I've been really liking the Tarte Beauty palette. Actually, my favorite look I've done was when I did my Shop My Stash live, like when I used the products. You guys said I should use the pink shades, and I did, and I absolutely love them. I'm also wearing that look in my Boxycharm Mirror Review video, and I really liked how that turned out. I really do like this palette. I don't use the glitters all the time, but when I do, I actually like them. Glitters used to intimidate me, but yeah, I'm loving this Tarte palette. The other two palettes I used much less frequently. So I only used the Soul palette once by ColourPop. I just feel like this is definitely more of like a warm weather month, but I did create a look with this once, and I did like it. And yeah. I think this is something I'll reach for more when it's like warmer out, or like I'm craving more of an orange tone look. I don't always go for that, but happy to still have this. I'm not getting rid of that. And then I had the Midnight Garden palette, so I got this in a recent box. That's why I chose it. I really only use this like once or twice. I do like it. I actually got this in the box by Fashion Style last month, or I guess this month because it came a little bit late, but I do like this. But yeah, I didn't use these palettes like too much because I received some new palettes in some subscription boxes I was trying out. I'd probably definitely use the Tarte palette the most, but I do enjoy all of them. And I had several lip products. I had in there just like my everyday liners. I pretty much use the Steve Laurent liner all the time. I got this in a Boxycharm, and I said in my Boxycharm video, this is one of my favorites, still is. I didn't use two of the lip products I chose, which I've been trying to like, or I want to keep trying more of my lip products. I have so many and I really need to like cut down. But the one I didn't use was my Suva Beauty in like red. So I'm not going to get rid of that yet. I feel like I should try that at some point. And I didn't use my NYX Butter Gloss at all, but I know I like this. So I have two Bella Pure lippies on. I have one on today. So these seem like different formulas to me. It's really weird. The one I have on today is the nude, and I like this one. It's a little dry, like I kind of really want to put some lip gloss on right now. But then the other one, an Incognito, it seems kind of sticky. During my live, I think it was Gina was saying that she like tossed her Bella Pure liquid lipsticks because they're sticky. The nude one doesn't do that to me at all, but I experienced it with the other one. So I think I'm gonna get rid of this one, maybe see if like a family member wants it, the one in Incognito, and keep the one in nude. They're really similar anyways. I like the nude color better on me, so that kind of worked out. But yeah, this weird how this is like sticky and the other one wasn't, because they're both in the Kiss Proof lip cream line. So I don't know what that's about. If you guys have tried Bella Pure lipsticks, definitely let me know if that's happened to you. And then the last one I had in here was my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I just wear this like every day. I don't always wear it on camera, but I really enjoy this. And then we're coming down to the end, trying not to make this a million years long. So some eye products. Oh, and I forgot one face product I didn't mention, and I never used it. Probably because it was buried down, but also because liquid products kind of scare me. But I have this Malaco Highlighting Shimmer Whip in Champagne, so a liquid highlighter. Never used it. Mascara I've been using is my Thrive Cosmetics. It is my all-time favorite. And I have some liners here by Estero. I really just use the brown one. I have it in brown and black. Love it. I wear it like every day. And then I realized after I filmed last time I forgot to put a brow pencil in. I only put a brow gel. So the brow gel I put in was the Cella Eyebrow Defining Gel in clear. I like this. It works well. So I threw in another, I threw in a brow pencil since I needed some color to my brows, since they're like blonde or white. I don't know what they are. But I put in the Billion Dollar Brows Mini Universal Brow Pencil. It might be a little dark on me, but I like it. It's been doing the job. So yeah, so that is everything for my recap. So now we are going to take the camera and go through my drawers and pick some Boxycharm items. So like I mentioned, everything I'm going to pick will be from a Boxycharm, besides in categories that I never received anything like foundation and concealer. But hopefully in 2020 we're supposed to be starting to get complexion products from Boxy, so that's really exciting. Anyways, let's shop my stash. Alright, so like I said, I did not use this Lock-It like foundation or whatever this is last month, so I am going to add that back in. And I was thinking for my foundation, sorry, I'm gonna zoom you guys out a little bit. I think I'm gonna grab a few minis, so then he'll force me to try them out, and if I don't like them, I can get rid of them or pass them on. So I still have yet to try this Tarte Found Sealer, so I'll add that. I'll add the Smashbox Studio Skin. God, I have a bunch of minis. I'm just gonna grab only minis. I know it's a lot, but then I could try them, and if I don't like them, move on to the next. The Yensa BC Foundation. Like, I don't know if I have an opinion on any of these. Oh, I don't think I like this one. I'll give it one more chance. The Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. I remember that looking cakey on my skin. Maybe I'll try that out. And then the Makeup Forever. This is not cruelty free, so if it doesn't work on me, we're getting rid of that. This seems excessive, but whatever. The Juice Beauty Stem Cellular CC Cream. So I'm not going to grab any big ones. I'm going to hopefully find one winner out of those. And then for concealer, I have two that are either going bad or they're like almost out. Like I don't remember the last time I used this. This is the Revolution Conceal and Define, and I think I have it in a really light shade. Yeah, C1. So we'll try this out, and then it's gonna fall. And then this NYX HD Photogenic one, I don't know, and CW02. Like, I can't remember the last time I tried these, so yeah, I am going to pull those out, and if they don't work for me, then they will leave my collection. Everything's rolling away. Alright, since these are already out on my vanity, I'm just going to show you these now. I believe these are all the lipsticks I talked about in my Boxycharm year in review. And I know this is a lot, and I probably won't use all of them, but I'm going to add all of these as my lip products, along with the Steve Laurent lip liner I might add back, and if I need any other lip liners or anything, I'll just grab those as well. So these have not gotten a lot of attention from me, so besides this lip gloss, I love it. I really like the Bullet lipsticks too, but I need to try these out and see if I love them or if I should pass them on. So yeah, it's going to be a challenge for me the next 2 weeks to try and use a different color most days. So you will see me with some bold lips over the next few weeks. And I think some of these might be good for Christmas parties and stuff. So here's a drawer I keep my primers and powders. So I talked about this in my Boxycharm video, how I have only really tried this once. This is the No Problem Prime Essence. So I am going to add this in for sure. And I will also add in this Dr. Brandt Luminizing Primer. It's been a while since I used it. I wasn't sure I even liked it, and it is not cruelty free, as you can see by the sticker. So I will add this as well and see if I want to keep it or pass it on. And then I think the only powder we really received this year is the Becca powder. I don't have too much left, so I will grab this one, the Hydra, what is it called? Why, I should remember this by now. The Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. So this will be my powder. I'm going to use it over the next 2 weeks. Here are where I keep my blushes and face palettes, and I already know what I'm going to choose. So for blush, I am going to grab out this Alamar Cosmetics blush trio we received in Boxycharm this year. This has not gotten a lot of love for me in a while. I have it in Fair Light, so I definitely want to use this some more. And then I'm pretty excited about this. I'm going to grab out the Tarte Pro Glow palette, and this has a bunch of stuff in there, so this will be useful. Oh. Sorry, it's hard to do things with one hand. So this is what it looks like. So there's some bronze shades, highlight, and blush. So we received this, I think in a Boxy Luxe, I don't know, but it was definitely in the Boxycharm box. Haven't given this some love in a while, and yeah, I can get highlight, bronzer, and blush out of this, so I'm going to add this in as well. Now we are moving into my highlight drawer. So I talked about this in my video. Sorry if I'm being repetitive, but there's a lot of Boxycharm talk recently, but this is the Pretty Vulgar highlight in Glow Up, and I wasn't sure if this was too dark on me or not, so I am going to add this in. And then I'm going to try out this Artist Couture powder if I can finally get it open. I was saying how I never use this, and that's ridiculous because I've had it since like April. So I am going to add this in as well for highlight. And again, we have some highlight shades in that Tarte face palette too. I have some bronzers back there, but I'm just going to use the bronzers in the Tarte palette. here are my eye products, and I know what I'm going to use for brows for sure. So this iconic London brow palette, it's the Sculpt and Boost brow cushion set. I never use it. This is what it looks like. So I always was kind of intimidated by it because I think the colors look too dark. But when I swatched it the other day, the lighter shade might work. And also one of you, Melanie, said she's like pretty similar coloring to me, like blonde and lighter skin. She said she loves it, so I am going to add this in. I'm kind of excited to try it out because I never gave it a chance. And then the only other brow product I think I received, recently at least, is this Mellow Tinted Brow Gel, and it's in dark brown. And I didn't think it looked good, but a lot of you told me it looked okay, so I'm going to add this in as well. And then I have two mascaras that I've opened but never used that I received in the past few months from Boxycharm, and I want to use them up before they go bad. I have the Tarte Big Ego mascara, and then I have this Hank & Henry mascara, which is a double side. Like one is smaller for your lower lashes and one is for your upper lashes, which is pretty unique, so I will add this in as well. And eyeliner. Oh my god, I've received so many black eyeliners. I'm just gonna grab one. This really long one. This would last like 10 years for me. This is by Hollywood and Vine, the Kohl black liner. One of you guys said you really like this, so I am going to add this in and try it out. Now for eyeshadow palettes. I think I have an idea. Yeah, so here I put in, I'm gonna grab 3 eyeshadow palettes. One is the Dose of Colors Sassy Siennas. Oh, look, you guys can see yourself. This is like a brown palette. It's all matte, so I'm going to add that in because I've only used it once since I got it in my Boxycharm. And then also another one I haven't really used since I got it, the Butter London. Okay, after a struggle, I got it open. This is the Butter London Natural Goddess palette. So I'm going to add this in. And then third palette will be this Tarte palette, which I have not used in forever. I think I got this like in the beginning of the year. Oh, one-handed. So it's really like a neutral palette. Some people are saying you could use this for highlight shades as well. So I'm going to add them in so I can see what my thoughts are. Maybe declutter, because as you can see, I've got a lot of stuff. And then in this drawer, I just keep like some smaller palettes to mess, single shadows. So, should I add these in too? Maybe I'll just like, you know, try and do a look with them. We have 2 single shadows we got from Ace Beauté this year, so I'll add these in and try and use them at least for one look. Alright, so that is so far what it looks like, and I just realized we have everything except setting sprays. So I have 2 here we received this year, so I'm just going to add both. One is this Skin & Co. Truffle Therapy. This is a Radiant Dew Spray. I like this. I don't know if I like it for setting makeup, so I'll have to try that out. And if I don't like it that way, I could just use it as like a skin mist. And then this iconic London. This one's kind of fun when you shake it up. I was saying in my recent video that, you know, I like it, I don't love it, so I want to try it out some more and get a better opinion on it. Alright everyone, so this is the final basket that I will be using the next 2 weeks. I hope this kind of inspired you to shop your stash. If you do this too, like if you get Boxycharm, maybe you can use these items along with me. I think that would be a lot of fun. But yeah, look out for a live coming up next week. I'm hoping next Monday. You know, it's holiday season. I think my family's in town until the 5th, and I honestly have no clue what next Monday's date is. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing a live trying out these products, and of course in 2 weeks we will come back, do mini reviews, and then I think I'll go with another theme. I think this is a lot of fun. But anyways, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.